CC show, we're back. It's Coleman and Cess, Auntie Cess with the best coming off of a marathon, pun intended, of Olympics coverage. How did you survive that? Just can you break that down? I felt like you never slept. Time zone was so different.
Our time zone was really different. But it was really just the fam. You know what I mean? Hanging out with the fams kept me going. I had a few days where life was lifing, so I missed some stuff. But for the most part, it was really cool. It was a really cool level of engagement to have at the Olympic level. Learned a lot. Different type of subject matter experts in the fam. 220 photo. I see you over there. Jayla joined on Instagram. Appreciate it, fam. Yeah, I had fun. I had fun with the engagement and the coverage and that stuff.
What was your like? Oh snap! You said you learned a lot. What was your moment where you like, oh snap? I didn't realize that, or something like you was like, dang, you know what I mean?
I had a lot of those oh snap minutes. I didn't know what handball was at first. I was calling handball a whole lot of stuff. I was like, I don't know, what is this? what is this? Because it looks really interesting. It was like basketball and soccer and a little bit of football, kind of all in one. But they was calling it handball, and it wasn't the handball that I'm used to, coach.
Right.
You hit the little blue ball. You hitting that up against the wall, back and forth. Your turn, my turn. You better get it.
Well, I call that wall
ball. Yeah. So it was that. Learned some stuff in the soccer world. Trinity Rodman didn't really get to watch. I tried to watch the soccer game. It put me to sleep, so I got to brush up on my soccer. But Trinity Rodman, superstar. I think it was moments. It was moments. I learned a few things, like I said, about soccer. I'm gonna be doing some more learning there. Weightlifting competition was kind of interesting. The speed race, the wall race, and then some of the stuff that was pointed out just during opening ceremony about some of the stuff that France was covering, and then just some of the stuff that you learn about the back behind the scenes of folks actually experiencing the Olympics. So like there was the Sha'Carri Richardson, Fraser Price. I don't want to call it a scandal or controversy, but we had that happen.
No Lyles drama.
I don't even count that as part of like Olympic drama. That was drama that he brought on himself.
Right.
And while I was trying to figure out who Noah Lyles was and if I wanted to be a fan, I walked away knowing that he's not for me.
I was impressed with women's 4x4 and 4x1 in race. It was impressive. Even with a few glitches in between, they still maintain their composure and their fundamentals and finish. Well, I mean, that's a hard thing to do, especially 4x1. And I think was it the second spot they had a little shakiness with the baton, but they still.
Are you talking about the men?
No, women. Was it the second spot where the baton handed off with women? Where she?
I thought it was in between 2 and 3, but
2 and 3. Okay.
Sha'Carri ran anchor.
Okay.
Gabby almost. I don't. I think
Gabby?
That was one where there might have been a misstep, but then they took care of business. I don't recall right.
Well, in the 4x4.
What's up, LL?
There was one time where they almost in the third leg they almost stepped out.
That was Gabby.
Yeah. Okay. It could have been DQ, but she kind of stayed.
They said she was injured from being DQ.
Yeah.
But they took care of business. The women's 4x1, the women's 4x4, the men's 4x4, Quincy Hall.
Yeah.
Steph having his moment.
When they needed the most, right?
Yeah, it was a little like a return to Kevin Durant. I don't know if that's gonna stick going into the NBA, but it was good to see him as a hero. Kind of like, again, I think people have forgot what his game looks like.
So KD showed you he pick and choose. That's what KD showed us, huh?
I don't know if he picks and chooses. It looks like KD was, like I was saying to Coach Rowe last night. It looked to me what I
Very
noticed.
good show last night, by the way. Very good show.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Kevin looked more comfortable. He looked like he was having fun with Steph, but his teammate was there. I didn't see a lot of interaction or engagement between Kevin and Devin, which I thought I would see, right? Because that's who he's playing with right now. But he looks like he really enjoys playing with Steph Curry, and Steve Kerr used the old guys well. I mean, you know what I mean? Use the old guys well.
All right, so real quick, somebody said that Jason Tatum made me experience some flab or some kickback from his teammate standpoint, Jaylen Brown.
From the standpoint of him going over, or what's that?
Just the political standpoint that Jaylen Brown has vocally expressed, and you feel like even Jason Tatum supports his teammate, but it's not as vocal as Jaylen Brown. So an individual just shared with me this possible philosophy. What was your thoughts that he might have experienced some?
Well, would Derek White experience the same stuff? He was there too.
And he played, right?
Yeah. Would he experience the same stuff? I mean,
so who was hating on the brother?
Who was hating on who?
Well, Jason Tatum. Where's the?
I don't know if people were hating.
You don't think it was a needed talent on the court?
I think there's levels to Olympic basketball. I think that there are certain things that we need for you to do, and it may have been your introduction to Olympic basketball. I know you've been here before, but there's still some elder statesmen here. And so for the people that are like, wow, Jason Tatum is great talent. First of all, I don't trust Jason to finish the games in Boston. So he's not the guy that I'm looking for in Paris. I'm gonna be honest. But that's because I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, and I saw up close. I saw up close him get the yips or whatever you want to call it when it was time to play the Warriors. But even more than that, for the people that are like Jason should have played instead of who? So because he was playing behind Kevin and LeBron. So
Jeffrey.
Hey Jeffrey. So do you say? Are you sitting Kevin? Are you sitting LeBron?
Yeah, that's
and then when everybody put their jury on the table, hey Jason, you just got here, new guy. So
you're saying it's the order, the protocol, the
absolutely, absolutely. It wasn't like there wasn't a game that we played where I was like, man, if we had Jason Tatum, we'd have really did this thing. There wasn't a moment like that for me. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Now, 2028, possibly could be a good chance for him to shine. I think that it's going to be some elder statesmen that want to come back because this thing is in the U.S. and they haven't had the opportunity to do that thing here in the U.S. So
they're gonna need their minutes managed by that time, don't you think? And you're gonna need the youngins, the younger ones to carry across the finish line at that point. 4 years, 4 years later is what a difference 4 years makes. I mean,
LeBron James in 2024 looked like the same LeBron James for 2020. Did you expect that?
No.
4 years ago, would you have said, "Oh, LeBron, man, he's really gonna still be killing it in 2024"?
No, I did not.
I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm not a LeBron fan, but my man's had a great Olympics. Now it may be that those three guys are there more in a political ill. Are there more in a Larry Bird kind of situation when Larry Bird went to Dream Team and it was like, hey, I got 4 minutes. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna sign some autographs. I'm gonna sell my jersey. I'm gonna ice my back, and y'all gonna leave me alone.
Was that 4 minutes a quarter?
I don't know. It could have been 4 minutes a game. I don't remember, but it was just like wasn't a whole lot of Larry, but he was here.
Would you say just a smidgen, just a dabble?
Yeah. Kevin Durant is such a unicorn. He probably could play on the international level longer than any of those guys.
He's been managing his minutes for years, though, don't you think? Well, no, OKC ran him down a little bit. when he first.
I felt like I don't think that we load managed Kevin in Oakland. I don't feel like we load managed him when he was a Warrior. I just feel like the Warriors had a situation where there were 4 stars, and you could have one go off every quarter. So he didn't have to do as much, but I don't feel like we met like that. It was because of load management. But I just think that he has a game that plays very well at the international level, and can be back there in 2028. But Steph Curry, go out there and shoot a 3, man, he'd probably be able to do that till he's 75.
Yeah.
Night. I mean, he had one. He shot it, and then he started acting like he was doing a bench press on him, walking back. I mean, this muscle memory for me. But the energy that he closed the show with. That don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me. He's him. He's him.
You got your sound effect. You got your sound effects. Got your sound effects. That's his,
I don't get to control that kind of stuff. I don't get access.
I'm talking about on your end. You got yours because you got that. You got that.
Oh no. They don't. When I'm on your platform, it don't let me see.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna turn them on for you. But yeah, so that's it for me. Jason Tatum. I mean, it doesn't work like that for me. Like I wasn't like, oh man, Jason Tatum. I think it's levels. He'll play more next time if he comes back. Now, as far as like him and Jaylen Brown, Jaylen is Jaylen. You know what I mean? And I think they made it really clear, that Jaylen stands on his business for what his focus is, and that's good. And everybody to play together on the team, they don't all have to think the same. So, I think it's fine. I don't know that, that Jaylen's mad now. You've been knowing that he was going to be in the Olympics all year. So don't get mad now when I get back. You know what I mean? I just think that's lame. If it's handled like that, I just think they're 2 players. Jason got other things he got to deal with anyway. They was talking about he was cheating on LMA and this a lot going on in Paris. There's a lot in Paris.
Yeah. Okay, he got life and stuff he got to take care of.
Life is life, and then he didn't play that much, so I don't know.
Hey, we are back. Wednesday coming. Auntie Cess and I was just some loose ends of the Olympics, but we are jump into WNBA. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe on both platforms. Man, there is no us without you. It's such a joy to be back. We hope you're having a positive and productive Wednesday. This is midweek. I hope you're having some midweek success. Midweek success out there, fam. Here's the thing. They got to bring Breaking back. One last thing before I move on to highlighted player. They talking about not bringing Breaking. They got to bring Breaking back. Like, come on.
I knew your beatboxing ass was going to be talking about some breakdancing. Breakdancing ain't coming back, beatbox. Breakdancing is not coming back. Breakdancing ain't coming back, man. They already said breakdancing is out. Breakdancing is out for 2028. Like I said.
Don't get me to it.
Like I told them, man, 2024, bro. They had still the same breakdancing moves from 1980s.
Hey, Brandy.
I thought in 2024, I was expecting to see some. I mean, they gotta be doing some crazy stuff with breakdancing now, bro. It was out there like Ozo on the turbo. Still could have won this thing. I'm just saying.
Lou Rogers.
Brittany, what up, though? Lou Rogers, what's up? Appreciate y'all pulling up, fam. Please hit the like on the way in. We appreciate the support on the midday CC show.
You just gonna cut me? You just gonna cut it off? Like
I knew. When I seen it, I said, "Oh, beatbox, waiting on the breakdancing." Beatbox.
You knew I was gonna talk about it. I couldn't wait till Friday.
Because you thought you was for sure if breaking was in, beatbox got to be the next thing. No, not. It's not coming. It ain't coming. It's not coming.
Like that. They said breakdancers don't need to come back. They wasn't back. You right. All right, what's this? What's this?
I don't know.
What's that?
It was some new. It was the one lady that was doing the I don't know what you call that. If that was like the sea otter. I don't know if it was the sea otter move or what. It wasn't It wasn't cool. Good afternoon. Did y'all hear Sims and Billings got cut today? Do you think this guy will get Sims?
Hey, we're going to talk about the trade deadline. That's because the trade deadline is coming up, so it'll be interesting to see. So thank you, Rashawn B. That makes some interesting news. We talked about it. That's Billings from Dallas, right? And Sims from Dallas. So, that's kind of ugly right there.
I will say this. The breakdancing venue was full to the top. It was packed at breakdance.
Right, that's what I'm saying is how do you just cut it like that? Because you
hey, just like this. Hey, we appreciate y'all coming out. This is the first and last breakdancing event of the Olympics. That's how you cut it out, just like that. That's how you let people know.
Brittany said, please don't bring it back. Dom said, I'll take the Olympic double dutch. Oh, like this when you gotta jump in like that.
Oh yeah. You gotta bounce with it. You in there, you gotta be able to turn on one leg. You gotta be able to turn on one leg. You gotta be able to do a lot of stuff in there. Then your friend got to be able to come in. While you going, Coach? I'm over here like, here I come.
Yep.
Here I come.
Wait a minute. Look, I got the rope. Look, I got the rope.
I ain't never double dutch in my life, man. Ever. I used to like
Elle said she turned their TV. They turned their TV off so fast. When they saw I'm doing the Met like that with the kick.
I don't know what it was.
I don't know what that was. It
was concerning.
The way of the dragon or breakdancing. You know what I mean?
That theater move. Dallas taking the page. They better cut it off.
See, possible, but you don't think so. You say bounce. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna go to Indiana for a player highlight.
Real quick though, let me say this real quick for Donovan. Hey, do y'all think Billings or Sims get picked up elsewhere? And if they do, which teams need to look for them?
Oh, Donovan.
So, I know that now it's going to be a game about salary cap. And so we may see players get 7-day contracts and then go away and then come back 7 days later. It may be that they are maybe going to rotate them. They should be playing somewhere. Billings and Sims should be playing somewhere. Yeah. But Billings probably has to go because Satu is back now, right? But Satu should have been sitting on the roster already. But
right. So is that what that's about? Because Satu is back. Because Satu was suspension.
It's news for me, so I'm gonna have to look into it.
So she wasn't getting paid if it was suspended, temporary suspension, or how that works. Somebody,
I don't know how the money add up.
So Brittany said Aces need to go get Billings. Ace, we have a professional Aces fan here, and Auntie, what's your thought, Auntie?
Why do you feel like we need to go get Billings? I guess would be my question.
No, Meg need to bring her behind back and play like she been playing in the Olympics. That's what Meg need to do. Meg, see, who? Like Meg V. Gustafsson. Meg V. Gustafsson. Playing peekaboo with y'all over there.
I'm waiting at the airport for Meg. Yeah, we got meeting. Soon as you get back, what they say, that's an old West kind of town. Meet me at sundown at the saloon.
They said LL saying she felt like they heard the LL heard that Dallas is going to re-sign Sims next season.
Okay. That really says thank you for page to me. Meg ain't doing nothing. She gonna warm the bench with that long back, man. She better got a medal. She went over there and got all them double the thing she was doing.
Dropping it like that. All right. So, any other Auntie Cess announcements before we jump in here real quick and take a look at some of this current talent playing in the WNBA?
No, let's go. If something come up, I'll let you know.
All right. We're going to take a look at Kelsey Mitchell from Indiana Fever. She's got the ball right there. Ladies and gentlemen, play Kelsey with the J. She is. She's from Ohio State. Went to Princeton High School in Cincinnati, Ohio, or Glendale. I played a year there, so that's probably boom with the curl catch. Kelsey, wait for it. Wait for it. Reverse to Kelsey. Pull up. Jay. Let's get your clunkies. Seattle.
It gets the clunkies.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, crossover. Step back. Kelsey. Hezzy. Wait. Patient. Kelsey. And driving. Wait for the screen. Uses it. Rejects the screen. Goes to her left. Kelsey. Kelsey coming down. Right. Waiting. Put her to sleep. Kelsey. Go. Came with the ball. Kelsey. No screen. Fakes the screen. Drives. Splits defenders. Layup. One more. Here we go. One more, ladies and gentlemen. Kelsey. Dribble. Hezzy. Slices and dices. Kelsey. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelsey Mitchell. Any thoughts on Kelsey?
Question for you. What do you like about Kelsey's game? What do you like about Kelsey's game?
What I like about Kelsey, there's times where she can get to the cup with defense, break down the defender, and I think that's not given the credit that is deserved. Like she can get to the cup with defense on her. She doesn't curl and shoot with a hand in her face. She would play some defense. So and she has a mid range as well. So she has 3 levels to it.
So Donovan, we're watching Mitchell's highlight because on our weekly show we highlight one player from the W team every week. And this week it was Indiana, and that's who we selected. What's wrong with what didn't you like about Mitchell's highlights? You know, I don't I'm not an Indiana Fever fan. I like Kelsey's game. I think Kelsey's really, really solid. 16 points, almost 17 points a game, 2.2 rebounds, 1.8 assists. Defense, seen her catch a couple blocks this season.
Yeah.
I think she's one of those players that could fit on any team. So I wonder if they will hold on to her at the end of this season. So it's interesting that Kelsey was the selection, but and LL says that if Kelsey's hair still not done after the break, we have to be concerned. We like you should have had time to give it your hairdresser by now.
Yeah, you're right.
Just gonna say that you were off.
She got
so
is that locks or braids? LL, she got to refresh or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure if the dentist, and then let's not get into the locks because it's sister locks and faux locks and
right.
It's a lot going on with the locks too. I gotta master the bust downs first.
Okay.
We're moving to the lock.
All I know is pop lock, pop. Okay, all right.
But I think it's so funny that Kelsey was who you Kelsey is who you picked because I've been looking at the game. I think that she could play anywhere, but I think she's going to be important to Indiana going down the stretch.
Okay.
Really important to Indiana going down the stretch. And I know that especially with the Rookie of the Year race heating up, it's going to be a lot of talk about Caitlin. It's going to be a big spotlight on Caitlin. But
I mean, Kelsey, it's a tandem there.
I think that she may outplay Caitlin down the stretch, and that's not a bad thing. Caitlin's a rookie, so I think Kelsey may just have the experience down the stretch that they need. But the battle for 7 and 8 is getting ready to really, really heat up. Let's see. She need to retwist that bad. Oh, Donovan, we're going to have to check on it.
Yeah, we'll investigate.
I think she does everything good, nothing great. Yeah, just fits on any team.
Yeah.
LL, she might not last till next year. Talking about Odyssey. That's the interesting part. Like
Odyssey.
Yeah, just wait. We're gonna come back and get you. Yeah, she need to retwist real bad. Her locks hanging on by a thread. But
So you had thoughts on what they said
I
about Odyssey?
appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Honestly, I thought Odyssey was a great fit with Dallas, but I also thought that Henny was a great fit for Dallas. So I'm just not clear what Dallas is doing. Satu's coming back. Maybe they feel like that fixes everything. I still feel like Maddie is out with the broken finger still. I believe not back yet. So they could use some scoring. Billings, they cut Billings as well. Just interesting to see what Dallas is planning. Like, are you guys really now tanking for Page, or is there some kind of masterful run that they're going to go on for the end of this year? And to me, even if they go on a great run, Maddie coming back, thank you, LL. Even if they do go on a great run, I don't see them. I'll be surprised if they get to the 7th or the 8th spot.
Who? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And you say Odyssey would work in Chicago. So would you like Odyssey there more than Mariah Jefferson?
you talking to political? I think right now they have what you call a Mariah Jefferson is a safe remedy for what they want to do. I don't know if Sim fits into that style of play and what Coach Teaspoon wants to get done. That's a big question mark because she comes. I'm not, even though she played for Moki, Sims has a different style of play if you watch her than what Chicago's doing.
Yeah, I get it.
What's the what's the point of taking a Page if you go Page going back for her triple year?
Yeah, I don't get it. And everybody can't take the Page. Everybody's not gonna get paid. So we need to figure this part out, y'all. We need to Washington. We need to figure this part out.
Okay. So there we have it. It was Kelsey Mitchell, our highlight. Friday we'll have our throwback, our legend. Look at that, and again, to tag team with what you're saying, Kelsey Mitchell will be an integral part, an important piece to their playoff push for Indiana Fever. So you have so you need that those three pieces working well and being well oiled, and everybody else getting on. That's your Kelsey, your Caitlin, and Aaliyah. Boston. You have those three pieces working well and healthy. Everything else falls in place. But definitely Kelsey will be a key skill set, key player into this playoff push. You heard it on the CC show on this week, Wednesday.
I agree.
Huh?
I agree.
Okay, here we go. We got some noise before we move on. Billings was very productive for Dallas. She compared with Asia Mother. Some teams don't guard Zakia, but Mo Billings will actually look at the basket, and her feet are quicker than Meg's on defense. So that's the plea.
Sign me up, Brittany. Sign me up. Sign me up. I can have a bags packed. I got a bags packed. Remember your parents say that? Oh, you come get them. I can have a bags packed and ready in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. They bags packed and ready. They bags will be packed and ready about. Y'all watch Criminal Minds Wheels Up in 5 minutes. Wheels Up. They can go.
There you go. So is that convincing, or is it? Let's see how it works. Sims, Rashid said Sims might take away a few touches from Kennedy. Good coaching could help that. Sims brings too much to a team not to try her out. You have a small. Here's the thing. Yes, but for experiment in this quick second half, you got a thin line of margin of error. There's a thin line. So it all depends whether that franchise is willing to try that experiment. They may be. Do we know if the Vouts will be part of the lottery and the May draft?
I have not heard that yet.
Brittany, plus they take an open roster spot and the money. LL, in my mind, Meg and Kai is out because Kinley can do their job better than if depending how healthy she comes back from that injury. So we can't guarantee that, but we imagine she got some supercalifragilisticexpialidocious type of rehab. So, they got some weight in her, obviously, because she's still there with the franchise. What's your thoughts?
I think Kidley will be healthy. I think it's kid gloves with Kidley. I think Kidley's probably getting the best care. I think being around the Aces, and then also being suspended, probably being able to go back and forth between the. I don't even know if they can still get help from the school on suspension, but
Oh yeah,
probably getting the best care possible. I will definitely not run Kidley until Kidley's 100% healthy. So for sure next season, but for the end of this season, it may be worth signing somebody for the rest of the season.
So that Sims doesn't have to be on the floor with Kennedy. SLL,
So
Brittany.
when you
Yeah.
say I'm sorry. When you say take a chance on Kennedy, does that what are we doing with Mariah? I mean on Odyssey Sims, what are we doing with Mariah Jefferson?
Who stayed there? Was that Rashida or LL?
I think Rasheen said got to take a look, and Political Lil was saying they don't have to be on the floor together, and I think Brittany was saying they have an open roster spot money, I believe.
But
So
you haven't moved Dana yet though, so you're already guard heavy.
they're dribbling ass. I forgot about dribbling ass Dana, but I don't know if anybody wants Dana.
Yeah,
So
I think you stuck with the
that.
pocket and the pear tree on that. I think you kind of stuck.
Well, on the
So go ahead, what you saying?
12th day of Christmas stuff. We'll see.
Right. My true love gave to me a trade for Dana.
Yeah, he talking about partridge in a pear tree, so I guess we gotta wait. Odyssey played very well in Dallas. I just really want to see what Jefferson and Benham do before I make any other decisions.
Okay.
Valks. So the one thing I'll say about the Valks is that they probably don't get the first pick. When I was doing my research about the WNBA and the draft and all of that stuff, 2000, I don't think that teams they didn't allocate players, and then the last time they did it was 2008 with the Dream. I think they picked 4th, and they also got to do the expansion draft with the team, and so they went. I want to say they went like 3-8 or something really, really bad in the first season, but by the second season they had the talent that they had, and then they had Angel McCoughtry. They were able to be competitive pretty quickly. So I don't expect them to give them the number 1 pick, but maybe one of the top 5 picks.
Yeah, Angel was nice. McCoughtry before, I don't know. I think mental health is mental wealth. It is mental health as well with McCoughtry.
Angel got energy like she was trying to get back in the league earlier this year, so I'm not sure.
Why is Dana still there?
Surprise.
I think the Valks can just get the 5th pick after the lottery and then go from there. Thank you, Donovan, for sharing. Rasheen, great point. Dana probably shocked she's still dribbling.
She riding around with her phone on silent, so she can miss the call the first time.
Hey, I want to live forever.
that phone on silent, so she can be like, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know y'all called." Her phone is on silent right now.
I was making some lunch.
She don't want to know. She don't want to know that it's time to go. The writing's on the wall.
Right.
The writing is on the wall, ma'am.
Baby. Right. You don't know my name.
Oh, after all of that, JJ McCarthy done for the season for the Vikings.
Oh, goodness.
Sheesh.
I don't know why.
I didn't mean to go football.
The Valks, the number 1 pick. If you stay in the new team, should want to put somebody like Paige there for the buzz. I mean, that's just not how the draft goes for expansion teams.
So the CBA actually doesn't have any rules about how it goes. They meet with the owners and make a decision about how it's going to go every time. Maybe they will say, the Valks get first pick. It could be that they go in and they say, hey, Valks have to have first pick because we have to have Paige come. Like, there's going to be a negotiation They're going to talk about the bottom line. They're going to talk about what makes best sense for the league. They're going to try to.
You gonna have a team. Hey, we got to lose a record to try to get paid. What about that? You know what I mean?
But nobody told you to. Nobody
Right.
told you to. You shouldn't be out here tanking. You should be out here playing the best basketball that you can play, game in and game out, because that's what people are paying their money for. Now I get that that's not how it works. Now, don't think that Auntie don't know that there's people out here tanking and there's people looking at the schedule saying, okay, we got to win this one, we got to win this one. We don't have to have this one, we don't have to have this one. It happens.
Right.
I'm not
Thinking of
unaware of that, right? The deals that they cut, like CC getting to Indiana, CC getting a marketing deal, all of the stuff that happened around that. Just let you know, there'll be a conversation, and there'll also be a conversation probably with Paige. And Paige has probably said, like, not that she's directing it, but like, yo, if you could play for any team, who would it be?
Right. That part.
Right.
They having those conversations, right?
Especially because Paige could remember Paige almost ruined the draft this year. They went scrambling. When Paige was like, yo, about the draft, I'm straight on that this year. They was like, oh, wait a minute. And then all of a sudden, it was like, what is Caitlin going to do? Because now if Caitlin doesn't come, this whole thing is, as far as they was concerned, a bust, because they didn't have the maybe they probably would have went to Cameron Brink at that point. But
they had a name power, the celebrity power.
Exactly. The branding. But I mean, they probably would have just went to Cameron Brink. But I'm just saying, to have Paige and Caitlin say no this year would have been devastating. So they probably already have learned from that, and they're talking to Paige a little bit and seeing what she wants. She riding around phone on silent. That's cool, but it's fair. Her Dana was the first person back after the Olympic break. But so hey,
she better be.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna front. I'd have had my share of HR meetings where they came in like, hey, now what are you doing? You know, sometimes after you've been at a job a while and you're like, I don't know, sometimes me, I ain't really feeling it. But halfway in, halfway out. They had that meeting with you, like, hey, you, what you doing? And then you showing up early for that next week, like, I really want my job, and then you get back to, let me start putting my resume out because I'm not really feeling it. Like, yeah, she showed up straight back to work on time. She probably sleeping at the facility. Okay.
So yeah, LL gonna be strategic placement, definitely because the level of prestige what she brings to the game at the next level and the following. They didn't have faith in Angel Star power. Yeah, well, they choked on that smoke, Donovan. They had to choke on that smoke because she brought the power with her star. Okay, you're a shining star no matter where you are. Shining star for you to see. You got the rest. What you like and truly be. I think the vows could be in play for Gabby Williams. For sure. She need to be on the WNBA team. For sure. What's your thoughts? She's thinking of a master plan. Got a mic inside her hand. Got a mic inside Auntie's hand.
Gabby Williams had a great gold medal game. Great gold medal game. I didn't watch Gabby all through the Olympics, so I can't really speak to that. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. For the stats for Gabby. I don't know what happened in Chicago or whatever. She said they did her dirty. But I don't know what Chicago got to do with it, because Chicago, other than Angel saying, did you want to come back? Seattle was the last place that you were in. From what I understood, they have great facilities, great staff, great coaching, great all of that. They knew who you were. So I guess now it's just like, are you coming back or not? You know, it wasn't.
Right.
I thought that she wasn't on the Seattle roster this year because she was playing for her home country. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess if she wants to be there, she had a great Olympics. I don't know, but at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, nobody was beating down Gabby's door until the Olympic Games. So I don't know if she just has said, "Hey, I'm out of play until after the Olympics" or what.
I mean, she showed up, showed out, she put
I mean, and I know, Satu also went and played for her home country, but Satu was on the bench for Dallas, for what I understand, this year.
okay.
So,
Yeah, Satu played well. Remember you said, my shoulder.
yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying Satu has been on the bench for Dallas this season, like sitting there not playing. Whereas like Marie Johannes, she let the team know, yo, I'm not coming for this season, and I think they suspended her or whatever that was, because she didn't make it back before the season started. So we knew that she wasn't coming. I'm not clear what happened with Gabby.
Right.
But I mean, I'm looking at this and it's like, okay. I mean, I see it. She never averaged double digits or double rebound. Like for her career, she's like 22 minutes, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, like a solid backup bench player, something like that.
Luka Lil had a good one. Gabby was probably not who she is now as a player when she was with Chicago. I mean,
yeah, it don't look like she was that with Seattle either.
Right. Harold Williams.
Dr. Truckenstein in the building. What's up, fam? Big wrench.
Let me go, Brittany. What you say? I don't think she comes back this season because she doesn't want to be what?
Cored. She doesn't want to be cored by any team.
Okay.
If she comes back next year, she'll be an unrestricted free agent. Okay.
All right.
It don't matter. I mean, to me, you can get cored, but most people are going to be signing 1-year deals anyway to see what happens with the CBA.
Yeah,
maybe
the CBA.
CBA. But Gabby, I mean, listen. Everybody was like, "Oh, I know everybody's up in arms about Gabby." For me, that was one game. It happens. I don't know what her average was for the Olympics, and I'm not saying that she's not a solid player, but it's a lot of other talent coming in here, and so I'm a little selfish. I try to look around here first, and then go international. So I don't know if there's Gabby needs to come get a spot if she won't one.
Sure. So speaking of Gabby, speaking of French and France, Team France, look at here, look at here, look at here. Oh, look at here. We have USA women wins gold with Asia Wilson delivering 21-13, a double-double. And Big Foe senior Kalia Copper adding 12 points in the second half. The USA basketball women's national team secures their eighth consecutive, 8 in a row, right? That means in a row. Every time that the last 8 times the Olympics has been played, they have gotten a gold medal. And if this was a thrilling nail biter against France, we say there's a little home cooking. So also, if you want to hear more, download that WNBA app for a recap for that game. But here's the thing. Outside of that free throw shooting percentage, Auntie, and the free throw shooting percentage, overall, America was 33, almost 34%, and France was 31%.
You said the free throws?
No, and field goal percentage. In free throws, France was 100, and we were at almost at 80%. USA at 80%.
I think it was, it was a good game. It came down to the wire. It was fun. I felt like USA played tight. To start the game. I think Cheryl Reeves had to figure out about the the rotations against France. I mean, France came out. They played like they were supposed to play at home. They gave everything that they had, and in the end, they had to wipe their tears. I mean, they gave it everything they had. 1-point game. I know people are going. I saw people saying, "Oh, y'all supposed to be the best in the world. Y'all can only beat France by 1 point." France had a solid team that's been playing together for a long time, right? So this is what they do. I think not only just the game against France, I feel like our players never really got used to the whistle and how they were in games.
How they were calling.
Yeah. And I know some of our players were new to international play at this level, so that might have been that might have threw them off some. But it was sometimes you would catch them looking around like, "Yo, where's the call? There's no call coming around."
Right.
And basketball, like old school in the gym, bro. Get them back on the other end. Like, I don't know what y'all doing out here. Quick, we not soft like this. So I think Alyssa Thomas was really important for us, right? Was went out and reminded us that we need to be tough. It was the mother and the godmother show.
For sure.
Stewie's game is really underrated.
She's long. She can get to the rim. She sees that well. I think that she's not given credit enough for. She knows when to drive the basket. She knows how to draw contact to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, Stewie's IQ is off the charts. Stewie's IQ is up there. But when you needed to close the show. It was mother. It was Asia to close that show.
That's classic. I love the way you phrased that. I heard it from the heart right there.
Oh yeah, but my thing is, it's funny for me to hear about 2028 when they're talking about a team that doesn't have an Asia, that doesn't have a Stewie.
She'll probably be back. Possibly.
But again, we're talking about 2028. We're talking about at home. We're talking about opportunity to play in front of your children. We're talking about an opportunity to play in front of your family. We're talking about an opportunity to hear the Star Spangled Banner in the gold game in the U.S. Something that I don't know that any of these ladies have experienced. So I don't think the Olympics have been here since 96, right? So it's going to be interesting. I saw the lineup that was putting out there, and they was just like, "Oh, we just sending Juju and Leah Boston and Cam and Caitlin and Paige to go get it fixed." And it's like, that's cute. But ask them new players. It's different. The first timers. It's different when you get out there for the first time. Yep. And it was evident on both teams that the experience got us to go.
And that's the thing.
Big Post Senior finally was able to be who we needed. It was finally the time for her to shine. And that was the spot that we needed her in. And that was the perimeter defense to get into the basket.
And I appreciate you and Coach 007 doing that, revisiting that piece on that situation with Big Four Senior, what expired, with Nigeria and that whole dynamic and what wasn't covered and what wasn't missing. So, appreciate you doing that on the show.
Oh yeah, we talked about that live though. When it happened. We talked about that live.
Yeah, we did, but I'm just saying again, just going back and reviewing that. We got some right here, political L. Before we move on to the next, Gabby doesn't come back ever if she lets these next 3 draft classes get in there. Facts.
People talking about Gabby like Gabby was out there like Jordan. They was like, what? She's not in the league? Where's she at? She had a good game.
Be like Gabby. If I could be like Gabby.
Somebody should give her some calls. It was a few players that probably should get some calls. But I don't want to blow Gabby out of proportion. Like,
right.
8 points.
Let's not gas it up. Being respect. Hello, Thick Vegan Afro. Hello, CC.
What up, Thick Vegan?
I hope everyone is having a great day on this great August 14th, Wednesday coming. I had no idea you two were live, so a pleasure.
It's your birthday? It's your birthday?
Oh, do we got a birthday?
We got a birthday in the house, Coach.
Uh-oh.
Happy birthday to Thick Vegan Afro. It's your birthday. It's your
Is it
birthday.
that
It's your
time?
birthday. Coach, hit it, hit it, hit it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
On the CC show, it's your birthday. Coach, I know this is one of your favorite things to do. I love it.
Hey, it's your
Birthday song.
birthday.
Your birthday.
Oh.
Make sure you get it on middle of the day. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe.
Like button, run a like up.
Best in the world with games accomplish their goals. Don't matter the point spread.
Oh, you only got to win by one. You know me.
Yep.
Got to win by one.
Yep. Just gotta win. Get to the. I don't know why the international leagues don't work together. All of them are failing economically, or are artificially propped up by oligarchs. That was a little bit baked potato right there, Ghost.
This always goes with the checking to see if we really know how to read and comprehend. Come on, man. With the oligarchy and all of that. Come on, man.
Yeah, oligarchs. No, it was. I see your point.
I like giving Ghost a hard time.
But I think some people want to try to be successful, so they have that economical self-sufficiency. Because then, what a deadly web we weave if some of them become too intertwined. So it's a fine line economically. I have an inner Stevie Wonder.
No, inner Stewie, not Stevie.
Sorry, Stewie.
Inner Stewie. Watch out!
Sorry. Let me give you
playing the laptop.
Sorry.
You was reading like Stevie. You was over there reading like Stevie.
I was reading like Stevie. Did you see that picture soon where somebody was showing Stevie the cell phone? It's like Stevie can read.
I mean, I posted in the Discord because I wasn't clear what we were showing.
That was you. I can't remember. See, I've been seeing so much stuff. I can't remember what, when, where, and how, and why.
Oh man, I seen one where Stewie was. I seen one with Steve. You got me saying Stewie for Stevie now. I seen one where Stevie was boxing.
It's Coach. Hey, don't let Coach get you mixed up.
He went down and looked over the top of his glasses on him. I ain't got time. I'm not fooling with the internet and Stevie right now at all.
Oh man, we had a lot of people in the chat that was saying that put Stewie on the bench. A mess. Okay.
When they tripping, I called him out too. I was like, "Who said it? Who said it? Speak on it right now."
Oh yeah, political. You. I think you're going to have the right PhD balance, to put it that way.
You better believe it.
Of young talent and seasoned talent. Yep. Them seasoned fries. You need them seasoned fries on the court for sure. Curly, state cut, whatever. You need those seasoned fries. It's the balance. It's coming together, making a good meal. Good. Okay. I think Gabby should honestly just go back to Seattle. You already talked about that, Cess. To the Clunkies. Go back to the Clunkies, Auntie Cess.
Yeah, go back to the Clunkies.
Cess was good.
Mike G, what's happening?
Mike G.
Aces 3P, loaded. It's loading. Right now.
Coach, thank you very much. You're very, very welcome. That's how we deal with the birthday wishes. The Australian B girl. We already talked about that, bro. We Harold Williams, we did this already. Tiger style. Crane. I don't know.
Hit him with the sea otter. What we got?
We got Vegas saying, Coach, as soon as I was about to come in the mansion and turn on all things, but you were going. I tried to go in a room and hang out watching, but I don't have the juice.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Everybody could cut the YouTube, cut the TV on and watch TV.
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. Hit something in the chat on the court, and I will try to meet you there. Okay, for sure. But if you outside for your birthday, I understand that. So we got to do it tomorrow night. Let me know. But definitely want to catch up in the mansion and we watch something on Auntie's couch in the house. I fall asleep on the couch, so And nobody nudges me. Nobody.
We let you sleep.
They just throw the Smurf blanket on me. Smurfless. Y'all just Smurfless. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk about. We got some games coming up Thursday, don't we?
Yeah, we got some stuff we got coming up.
All right, so we got on Thursday, you got a Phoenix Mercury. They're at 13-12 right now. Chicago Sky. This game is played, will be played in Chicago. Chicago at 10-14. And for you that like to put a little extra excitement in your life with a little gambling, they got the -4 for Mercury and the +4. That's been added there for your gambling pleasure. Whoever chooses to do that, I am going to take the Sky in this game back. Who you taking?
I'm gonna take. I always take Chicago unless they play in the Aces, so that's an easy pick for me. I do want to see how BG and Dinah Taurasi play coming back off the Olympics so quickly. I don't know. I'm looking to see if that'll be a good thing. If they just keep running, or if they really need them. If they'll look gassed. But Kai Copper, there's no excuse. Like, you the young one of the bunch, you should be able to play all year. That's what I'm gonna say for Kai. So
get that energizer.
Senior.
Drink your kava juice, you know.
Well, I mean, it's in Chicago, so I don't know what the meal will be like. But Kai's back in Chicago after having a pretty good end to the Olympics. So back where it started, back where you won the championship at. So I think Kai want to make a statement, and it's going to be important for Phoenix to win all of the games going out to kind of hold on to their spot. So a big game, but I think Chicago's been working on some things. I'm interested to see how Banham and Jefferson are fitting in. But yeah, I'm gonna go Sky. That's a prime game too.
So when Banham get in, do they run some things to get her open? Because she has a 3 threat.
Of course, they'll run some things to get her open. But I was looking at how they used Banham in some other spots, coming off the screen, catch and shoot, coming straight down the court. So I think we'll use Banham accordingly.
Okay. I mean, we got the next game on that same day is Washington Mystics. They're at a plus 8.5. They're 6-19. You got Minnesota Lynx. They're 17-8. They're at a -8.5 in that gambling factor right there. I am going to take the Lynx. Maybe that's too safe. I feel that Washington has the potential to beat them, but I will take the Lynx. Who you have?
I'm going to take Washington. I think Nafisa Collier wasn't healthy when we left. I don't know how well Nafisa will be or how they'll use Nafisa. I think it's an opportunity for them to catch Minnesota slipping a little bit, more so than any other team, because Cheryl Reeves is going to be switching back over from Olympics and all of that, and celebrating the gold and all of that stuff, and then coming back and getting to work in Minnesota. You know how that first day back to work can be, kind of clunky, kind of slow. You got to get through all your emails, all of that stuff. So I think Washington. I'll give Washington a chance to catch them slipping, but I think Minnesota will. They're going to want to get the win in Minneapolis. And I know they're just going to want us to say go court. But right, I just think I don't like to say trap game, but I'll just say
sleeper. Not sleeper. Different meaning.
Washington can sneak up on Minnesota in this game.
Okay. I feel again we know that they are.
Because and Aaliyah Edwards should be pretty rested. Like Canada went home from the Olympics how long ago?
Yeah,
like they should.
Early.
It should be. Yeah, Aaliyah should be rested. There shouldn't be any jet lag or anything there. She'll probably been back with the team. So
those are some great intangible factors. I just have more confidence in the system that Minnesota runs, even on their worst days, their best play, kind of so to speak, because there's a system there. You're still figuring and finding yourself, like
figuring it out. Yeah, defining all that.
Yeah, with Washington, when Minnesota doesn't have that issue. They know who they are and what they need to do to be successful day in. And it might be one of them games on the counter. Oh, we can miss that. That could be a close one. You just don't know. But L said,
say we are.
Yep. I just repurchased my Prime just for that game. Donovan said, if the Olympic Van Loos wants to show up, don't count them out. For sure. That's if. Operative word is if. Because the WNBA atmosphere and Olympic atmosphere, those are two different atmospheres. Because you're talking about somebody going back and playing for their country, where I feel like it pulls an extra something out of them. And
definitely.
Compared to, yes, you love playing for that team. I just, sometimes I feel Olympic play in WNBA, it's, grapes and berries. You comparing grapes and blueberries sometimes.
They were talking about how it's just different once that USA go across your chest for the first time. It's different. So
yeah. And make sure you bless the Cess. Enjoy the This is a movement. We have so many options of shows. And I am enjoying I call it the fun banter between you and Juju. It just tickles me too. I have to turn away sometimes because my stomach, even when she jumps on, because I get tickled, man. Oh my goodness.
In the paint tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. In the paint with Juju and Cess. Check it out.
I might have to do something with it once a month because I just love how we go back and forth in the court.
Yeah, for sure.
Friends. Huh?
We're gonna definitely be building our Juju's platform here as we keep going.
Yeah, man. Show Juju some love, man. She's a great wealth of knowledge, basketball knowledge, and history, and a talent, a basketball talent.
Absolutely.
Basketball talent in her right. So here we go. Talking about, and that game, Washington and Minnesota, that'll be played in Minneapolis. Okay, and we're talking about that game there. New York, Liberty, 20. They're at 21-4 against Los Angeles Sparks. They'll be playing in Los Angeles. I'm gonna ask you first. Who's your pick?
I'm going with the Sparks. The Liberty is coach team. Although I think New York, great team. They're playing well. Stewie's been out. Sabrina's been out at the Olympics. I think they'll come back. I don't think they'll have like
the
too much jet lag or any of that stuff. I think they'll be ready. But I just think like Los Angeles right now, you've been rested. De'Erica, with her bronze medal, probably been back since for a while. So they should be rested and focused. And if they need to be trying to prove a point for the last half of the season, even if they can't get into a playoff spot, they need to be trying to show us who they are. So I'm interested to see how they show up. But I definitely got the Sparks. In the paint is Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Pacific. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. So Wednesday night. So tonight is that will be the In the Paint live.
You don't, Juju Middleton. You don't want to miss that. So I am going to step out of my comfort zone here. I'm going to have to double up with you and say, yeah, Sparks. Revive, refresh. They're putting some talent together. They have that ability. My only concern is the coach managing the talent well to win. That's the only concern I have, but I'm going to go with the Sparks. My only shaky piece there is I'm still not sold on how he's managing the talent for the team to be successful. That's it. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just my concern. Is that fair?
Oh yeah, I think I said a couple episodes ago, Curtis is definitely mismanaging Zaya Cook, and potentially some of the rotations. So I've been on the fence about whether or not he was the answer there. I think Kurtz. He's also coming back off the Olympic from the Olympics. He assisted on that coaching staff, so We'll see what he looks like. But I just think about the players. I think this is gonna be about the players. Being able to just kind of come together and get a win. Sometimes even I hate to say this, but I feel like Los Angeles is gonna have to win in spite of the coach.
Good point. So they got to have more talent than coaching.
They got to have more chemistry, and they got to have more of a us against the world type of attitude. Then they got to just let Rakia go.
So you saying sometimes he's undercoaching them, basically. They're not coaching, or not coaching in the right.
He's mismanaging Z because he's not using
Z.
The way that he uses Z is ridiculous.
Zai
is not getting enough run. So he's mismanaging this player. And it makes no sense.
I feel that's a piece missing there because when she comes in, you see a spark. You not a pun intended. You see a spark. For the spark, you see how it helps most of the time that she's been in there, and it gives them some more togetherness, as you say. But Harold Williams talking about your cousin 25. Shout out to your cousin. Thick Vegan Afro said, I guess y'all know I don't be outside. You know what's crazy? Going back to the Sparks, you and I could talk about all that because it is frustrating when you have the obvious talent that can win more games than what your records say, and then it's like, and then you see the blatant. As we go back, we'll see the blatant, or I don't know if it's intentional. We can't talk. We're not behind closed doors, but you can see like you're mismanaging the talent. You have the talent to win now, regardless of some of the youth. That's the thing. I mean, we know that, right?
Well, yeah, they could beat any team. They could lose to any team. That's just the bottom line with them. They could beat any team. They could lose to any team. And that's the unfortunate thing about them. But I thought it was interesting. I was looking at
what's that?
Some potential trades that could happen, and I'm not going to go through all of them because we talked about them.
We got that right at the end, the trade deadline. I got that, so I'm gonna let you flow. You want to flow with that? I got you. Let us flow. So says you were moved to talk about trade deadline. So we just want to remind you the deadline is August 20th, and we know the biggest one was before the Olympics where you had Mabry go to the Suns and brought Banham and Jefferson to the Sky. So go ahead and share with us what you found interesting with the trades. Come on.
So I see Lou Lopez Central. There's somebody that they're saying that the Sparks could potentially get from Dallas that may help. They also talked about sending Azura Stevens to Las Vegas for Kirsten Bell and Megan Gustafson in the 2026 first round pick. If Megan is going to play better with De'Erica Hamby, maybe that's a move.
Right.
Interesting.
That's a vibe.
It's definitely a vibe, but I thought it was interesting, to send Kirsten Bell and Megan for Azura Stevens behind Asia. Little flip flop that might help both teams. So that's kind of interesting.
LL not feeling that. LL feeling some type of way.
to the Sparks, Ella. Yeah, they said to the Sparks.
Donovan, those trades logistically make no sense. These teams aren't likely to make the trades. Okay.
Donovan, we just talked about some trades that people said they would like to see out here. I don't know. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. We're just discussing what's out here. I don't know. You've been a little kind of, I don't know if it was trying to kind of check us today on what we talking about or what. You was like, why we looking at this person and this don't make no. I don't know, Donovan. We just talking hoops. We just talking hoops.
Yep. Talking what could happen.
This was something that was out there. I don't know.
Yep. No, you should share it. So did you see anything else as the game starts tomorrow and the trade deadline is the 20th. So it's a very small window to get anything done for any team that's trying to make a push or to hold on to their playoff spot and they feel they need to add a skill set. Do you feel any teams that are already in the 1 through 8 spot? Do you see anybody making a push for something? We already seen Chicago made their trades before the Olympics. Do you see Indiana or Connecticut or Minnesota or the Aces making any moves to try to improve or to secure a spot or to move up in spots?
I think the Sky. I need to see, are the Sky still trying to move Dana? But for the most part, I would like to see the Aces maybe bring somebody in to back up Asia. I know people said they didn't feel like Chelsea played really well in the Olympics. She was the only guard to get double digits. It was only one time double digit assists. So maybe a move there. But I think the top teams, I don't think they should mess with their chemistry too much. Chicago may need to still figure some stuff out.
Okay. So here, do you say for the Aces, do you feel they need to try to make a move for Chelsea Gray for that point guard position? Is something to kind of enhance what they're already doing, or you kind of go with a stretch position and just kind of point guard by committee?
Go with the stretch. Let Asia bring the ball up. See what Hayes is gonna do. Like at some point, we got to figure out, like, Hayes, what are you doing? Is it a fit or not a fit? And then I just hope that all of this hoopla, well, I shouldn't say hoopla, all of this coverage around this Hamby lawsuit and everything isn't a distraction.
Right.
Now, I'm thinking that it's going to make us go inside of ourselves and make it like us against the world. We're going to show you kind of energy coming out of Vegas.
So they might just go with the roster they have at this point, based on the legal.
Yeah, maybe
challenges.
I don't know. Maybe Billings might be a good pickup since they were released. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
trade. I don't know.
I think you got to go with a player, a combo player. If the Aces go after someone, you definitely got to beef up your perimeter defense. You got to, increase your perimeter defense. So if they were to make a move, that's what you would see. Connecticut, I think if you try to move some pieces around, I think you drop. If you try to move too much around, they already moved one piece, which won't hurt them. Mm-hmm. Even if Mabry doesn't do well, it won't hurt their team. Because they'll continue to find.
Maybe not doing well could hurt their team.
Well, I don't. I mean, they've been finding ways to be successful before she got there. I think they have a system too. So the games they should win, they should win. Minnesota, you definitely don't want to touch that, right? New York doesn't want to touch what they have going. Here's the thing is that New York really could use more paint presence because JJ is not in. She's it in spurts. She picks and chooses where she wants to be post, but she's not a full-time post player. She's part-time.
Well,
I love her. No,
I think that's because they allow that. Like they're not saying, "Hey, go down here." But Connecticut and Minnesota, they're 2-3, but that's not guaranteed. Like they're 5-5 in their last 10 games, so it's not like they just been crushing the league. Like
right,
they could fall out. Seattle is 8-2 in their last 10. They could move up.
Clunkies.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. But these 5-5 teams, it's gonna be really important for them to come back and get off to a great start to close this show.
Right. What up to? See, LL said Lou not getting the playing time anyways. Lou back to you.
So everybody back to stores.
Why did they want Mabry in the first place? I'm convinced they not watching what we watching.
That was interesting. Yeah, I don't know. You had somebody that just broke the 3-point record. Why you move off of that for Mabry was interesting for me. So I'm interested to see how they use my Marina.
Maybe.
MJ, what up, though?
What up, though, MJ Lover? So, uh, we had Friday's games, Auntie, and we're looking at you. You just talked about them. Your Seattle, your Storm, your Clunkies, your Seattle Clunky Storm. They're at a
Mhm.
minus 6.5. They're sitting at a record of 17-8 right now to get your dream. It's nothing. It's not much to dream about in Atlanta right now. Atlanta Dream is at a plus 6.5. Their record is currently at 7-17. They're playing in Atlanta. Who you taking?
Uh, I don't have a dog in this fight at all. Um, I guess I'll take Atlanta. Atlanta needs to win. I don't know that they really can beat the Storm, but it should be a fun watch. Uh,
I'm gonna go with Seattle. You got that. I'm gonna go with Seattle. I just think they ended the season playing. They played fairly well. They're still figuring out. They're still trying to smooth out their clunkiness, as you would say. What do you say? Smooth out the dough. They're still doing the rolling pin. Still trying to smooth that dough out. It takes some time. There's some
Trying to get the
lumpiness.
lumps out the mix, but
Yeah.
Seattle's coach's team, so I take the Dream.
Okay. Okay. Grandpa, I totally forgot about Double Row 7.
That's his team.
His team. So
What
you
up, though,
got
MJ Lover?
to take that. Seattle only playing better because Jordan is start. I think that's a great point, LL. Thank you for bringing that up. She's a fresh set of eyes in that lineup, if you ask me, and rebounding.
I do think Nika gets to play second half. And the reason I think Nika gets to play second half is because you got to give Nika an opportunity to be able to get picked up by somebody else or give some tape for the Valks to consider. Like, you can't keep wasting Nika there. So, like, you got to give Nika some run.
So I do see that strong possibility that she'll be at another team and playing well. I will have player props on these games tomorrow. Stay tuned. Okay, appreciate you.
Yes, we do have a midday Cess Talks bets
Nice.
with MJ Lover launching this week. So we will be Cess Talks bets.
Appreciate you, MJ. I'm MJ. I look forward to learning more about that. We got Phoenix Mercury against Indiana Fever. Phoenix is at 13-12 right. Well, right now they'll either be 13-13 or 14-12 by this game. By the time this game happens, uh, they're playing Indiana Fever, and they'll be played in Indiana. Do they get? Is this a get back game, or are they still in the days, Olympic days, and they drop it to Indiana?
Well, I think Kai Copper owe a game. Like, I think Indiana been on her mind, but I don't know if BG and Diana Taurasi are going to be ready to go, especially because they're going to be catching Indiana on a back-to-back. So Phoenix is going to see Angel and Camilla and everybody Thursday, and they got to go see Caitlin and AB and everybody Friday. So I don't know. Phoenix can be 1-1, or they could end up 0-2 after the return. So I'm definitely watching the year though to see how Big Fo Senior plays Caitlin. Defended Caitlin pretty well the last game for the most part, and then it kind of tailed off. So definitely want to see how Copper plays in this game. But it's important for Phoenix to stay above 500. So they got to get one of these two games. They've got to get one of these two games.
So I'm going to have to say I agree with you on Kai has to be hitting on all cylinders for them to be in striking distance to be successful. I agree with that. And the thing is, what is the answer when BG is out? My concern is, does Phoenix really have a post-presence answer when BG has to rest? And she sometimes, certain games, doesn't have a post-presence. Going into the into the first half of the season, there were some games where BG didn't have a post presence. for Phoenix.
BG never has a post presence for me. Like I'll be like, oh, BG was in the post. I'm surprised. It's always a surprise. I mean, when BG does something in the post, and it's an irritating surprise because it reminds me that she's 6'9" and she'll be down there dominating in the post. So can't figure that part out, but I get it.
LL, am I the only one that don't watch the Fever? If the Dream on, I'd rather watch that mess.
So I try to watch and support the Fever because I'm a Gamecock fan. So I like to try to tune in for Leah Boston. But I totally get it.
Okay, Phoenix got Mac and Kiki. Are you playing? Post Presents was playing well before the break.
Sure was. That's a good pull. Sure was.
Okay. Yeah, I overlooked that. So Kiki with the Post Presents. Are you playing? All right. So we hopefully she'll be on that. Okay, on that. Here we go. The next game. Here we go. And Coach, you got to take it off so you can see the game. Yeah, boy. Connecticut Sun will play the Dallas Wings, and that will be a 9:30 game. That'll be your nightcap capper. That'll be played in Texas. Connecticut and Enrique's. Enrique and them.
I think Enrique and them get this one. It's in Texas. They need it. I guess Satu should be back. I'm hearing Maddie should be back. So, like, the game's all back. Everybody should be healthy. Connecticut Sun, you're going to be catching AT coming back from the, AT and Bonner probably both coming back from Paris.
Okay.
So this should be a good game, but I think Dallas pulls it out. I think, they need it. So I think they'll be the more desperate team. They'll be fighting the hardest.
Hey, y'all.
I wouldn't be surprised if Connecticut wins, though.
Hey, y'all. Enrique's back.
Back, buddy. Enrique is
Guess
back.
who's back? With her Kobe smile. Yeah. You're going to go Dallas. They need to win. Even with some of the Olympic fatigue, I'm going to go Connecticut. Because is McGowan going to come back and play how she been playing strong? That's the question mark. Can she be consistent in the paint? We know Connecticut is going to bring that grit in the paint. The question mark I have for Dallas, can they bring that grit in the post presence every game? Now, Big T has shown that going into the first half, but show me what you're working with second half of the season, Big T. She said hold the water. She showed it. You remember you spoke, you put your name in her mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, you put T's name in your mouth, and she said, okay, Auntie, hold my towel.
Yeah, let me show you something. I want to
So that's the only question mark. I don't think that's been fully answered for me, to my life as an observer, as a fan, is the consistent play in post presence. She started Big T started answering that, but is that the solution? Is she the solution? Is she here to stay? Is she here to stay?
Oh, this is what we're gonna find out. This is what we're gonna find out. I think Big T will be fine. I really think Big T will be fine. Everybody's back. This was a team that was playing to try to get to the championship last year. So, we should be able to see them get busy. So you got Satu coming back. She should probably be the starting forward.
Okay.
So that should take up. Then you got Howard down there with her, and then Big T or Maddie down there too. So we shall see.
So we shall see how that goes. I'm gonna take Connecticut on that. Here we go. MJ Lover, quick question.
What up, Danny Berry Sports Highlights? What's happening, fam?
Oh, wonderful Wednesday. Uh, MJ Lover had a quick question. Kia Jackson started. Is she a full alpha dog yet, or is she still working her way into being the lead? You talking about being a leader or a voice for the team? Is that what you say, MJ Lover?
Yeah, I'm not clear what the question is. See,
Is that what you're saying? Does she have a vocal leadership?
whether Rikio's a dog or not. All
Alpha
dogs in my
dog, like
book.
a leadership. I think just her leadership skills.
I think that she is a leader. I don't know that Rikia leads the way most people lead. I don't know that she's really a vocal leader, but I don't know that's going to be her role on the team. But you definitely want to see her take over, even if it's leading by example in the second half of the season.
Hope that answers your question. MJ Lover, here's a great observation. I just realized 3 of these games are at the same time. Who schedules these games? I mean, there wasn't any more time slots available. And does that just work according to? I mean, fans are gonna watch their teams. At the end of the day,
I think that's the part that we miss. Like, and maybe it's just because it's only a couple teams that we get caught up. But like in the NBA, when the NBA is going full, it'd be like 15 games on the schedule. It would be like 8 at 7:30, and then it'd be like 7 that start at 10 o'clock. I mean, like, it's just the way it works. They're trying to get the games played in prime time in local markets, I believe. So it sucks that a lot of times we are forced to try to watch these games at the same time. But I think it's just about location where they're playing at and what's prime time there.
and just economically, what the planning and agreement is right now with TV. But again, to me, fans are going to watch their teams. People that follow and support. Hopefully, in the future they will figure that out. But right now,
Well, I guess my question: what is it that y'all want them to figure out?
right.
If I play in prime time, I play a prime time game. That means in my local, I'm starting between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. So you want somebody to have their game start at 9 or 10 o'clock at night? I'm not clear. What is it that we want to see? What are we figuring out?
Well,
Time zone that they're playing in dictates when the game starts, right? That's what dictates. You don't normally have the NBA games at 5 o'clock. They 7:30, 7:30, 8 o'clock. TNT. We know that's how it's been. When those two teams are playing, the people that have League Pass, they can watch a whole bunch of other games that are going on right at the same time. So what is it that we're figuring out? That's one of the that trips me out every time. I mean, I guess maybe they can schedule different matchups on different days so they're not at the same time as other big matchups that people want to see. But as far as like changing the time to what? To what? What would you change the time to? Is my question. That's the part I don't understand. What are you changing the time to?
Auntie has spoken. There is the auntie's perspective on
Yeah, I'm
game
just
time.
not clear. What is it?
Yeah. So, hey, Auntie, on that note, we've been here for an hour and almost 30 minutes. It has been a pleasure to be back with the CC Show. It's a vibe, feeling it. Remember to bless the Cess. Hit that Cash App. You have all these great shows. This is a movement. Tonight, what show you got tonight? Go ahead and let us know again. What show you got tonight?
We got the Independent Show at 9 with Juju and Cess. That'll be the show tonight. And remember, all the Cash Apps right now are going to our efforts for our back to school student and getting them everything that they need. So we appreciate that support. Coach, glad to be back with you. Got the CC Show and Friday coming.
Friday coming. We got that tea. Make hot tea. Hot tea. Remember, be great. And your preparation become excellent, and your performance champion mentality. What you got, Auntie?
Y'all know what it is. I'm appreciative every time we cut this thing on. Y'all pull up, fam. Humbled. I appreciate y'all. We'll be in the Discord. In and out today. Pull up, hang out. We back tonight with the with Independent with Juju and Cess. And until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Keep hooping.
All right. Peace.
We out.